Salve, this is PTSD Manga, and this is Tokyo Demon Bride story. And basically you can see Manaka, and you can see this one, we have the new girl who comes in. The one that's like right below Keroru, who has the umbrella. And I don't know her name, it comes in chapter 12. So this is recap review for chapters 10, 11, and 12. So we'll go to chapter 10. Basically chapter 10 is here comes Tanukiyo, the Ninja Tanuki. Her name is Tanuki Chinsi. So you can see basically she wants the sacred blood seed. She's been sent there to basically get him. A sacred blood had like freed the other world and basically like years ago. So she had battled Manaka. She knows Manaka from high school or whatever school they're in. They're called the Calamity Generation, so that makes me think of something out of like One Piece. So Manaka's really smart in this one. Myaako, they go to like the fair or the carnival or whatever place it is, and basically she explains the only one that ever beat her in the thing is this one. And she kind of reminds me of Mera Leona from Black Clover or from the Red Hood, the jacked up one. So basically she kept wanting to fight with broken bones. So she's hired to bring him back to the other world, but she wants to take his seed. She wants him to give the seed first. So that gets Manaka to decide like she's going to fight her, but it's pretty funny because you know what, if Myaako asked me for the seed, then it would have been a pretty short chapter. She's a little butch, and she is actually like from yokai history. She's like this dog, fox sort of thing. So it's like a real thing. You could actually look into it. Super Mario Brothers 3. So basically it is said he was a sacred blood human who saved the other world with his powers. So I'm thinking this is one of his relatives, whether it's his grandfather or whether it's his father. Maybe that's why the father had an odd thing and disappeared. So anyways, so then we go into basically chapter 11, Tanuki Ninja vs. Demon Bride. So basically what happened was this, was chapter prior, Manaka tricked her, and where she ate and whatever, so that ends up coming to this thing. She ate like a bunch of stuff. She only had enough to do one thing, so she does the thing where she turns herself into an adult. So that kind of makes me think of almost like Dragon Ball GT when Goku could do this. Here you can see she gets the horns. This is one weird thing, so I'm not sure if this is the chibi thing, but talking to herself. Because you can see it's the same one. Manaka, and Myaako is right there. But I see like Noel Silver do that and stuff. So it could be like a chibi thing. So she's really cute. So basically she has some enemies from the other world. She refused to say who hired her, but you know there's going to be more trouble. And they showed some other people from that class. Because she's like the, what is she? She's like the Boku Danku Yari or whatever the hell. She's like the leader of the thing. But so basically, so these chapters are pretty cool. So now we go into chapter 12. And this is where you see Myaako. She's finding everything and stuff. This one is pretty cool. This made me think of the Ghostbusters. The one, not the real Ghostbusters, the other one. Terra, the Hanafuda family, great adventure. So this is almost like when they go into the basement and Attack on Titan, and they finally find out the truth of everything. So here's Myaako. She finds like a gold coin and stuff, and we see they're investigating and stuff. Keroru, she made like a thing where she could shoot like water at things. There's like bats in the basement and stuff. It's interesting. In the one shot they had different names. Matsuri, the big sister, means like festival in Japanese, and Tsushumuji is like a type of bag. In the other, like in the old one, they had like Akane was one of the names, and Sumire. So anyways, Myaako finds stuff. So basically they had an unopenable basement that even when they used the locksmith, they couldn't open it. This is kind of cool because this is almost like an introduction. You can see she finds a gold coin from the other world, Myaako. This is almost like an introduction into like Japanese culture, yokai and stuff like that. I did some reading up on Onai and stuff, so it's pretty cool. So they go in the basement, there's a part like The Shining, where this new creature, this new female, comes out of like the room with the axe. There's like a spirit mummy that protects them and everything. So there's some interesting stuff. And then it's like with sorcery, so the whole thing like seals up. Myaako is the first one to run out of there. But you can see Manaka is really starting to make her way here. Here Keroru, she had a runny nose and stuff. He was going to help her with the nose. And Manaka's like, Keroru, you've really been pushing the envelope lately. And she's like, I can blow my own nose. So, you know, she's really getting a little too sweet with him. So this is a new character we introduced into. Maybe she's another type of yokai. And she actually had a head decapitated. This new character reminds me of Sally from Black Clover with her personality and stuff, the way she acts and stuff, or the one from Fire Force who has a crown over her head and stuff, where she has like, you can see she has like the sleeves and stuff. So if you like that type of character, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I really like Tokyo Demon Bride story. It's actually my favorite Shonen Jump manga right now, because, you know, right now Black Clover's on hiatus, Ghost Reaper Girl's on hiatus, and this is actually better than Hunter x Hunter, which has been kind of hard to read lately. You can see Sir Jinta. Some people consider this a harem and stuff. He's living with 6 women right now. None of them are his blood relatives, including his sisters. So you know what? He could be banging them all, or they could all be banging each other. But Manaka's really becoming very likable. I hope this manga goes at least 30 to 50 issues. We're already at chapter 12. It's doing pretty good. So basically, I think like his grandfather or father, his grandfather was a burly guy who was known as a hunter. So maybe he vanished, maybe he was doing something, maybe he's still alive, maybe he's in the other world. His father or grandfather could have saved the other world because, you know, time could work differently there. So I've read about Oni and stuff, so it's very interesting. A lot of the Oni stuff, a lot of this is following yokai, Japanese culture. So I see it more as like an introduction or celebration of Japanese culture. The Onis have been kind of less demonized lately. They're more friendly and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. So she's an Oni. Keroru is like a Kappa. I'm sure this new female who has no name yet is something too. So she brings Sir Jinta a tape from his grandfather, and it's actually a tape, a cassette tape. So we know he must be old, which is pretty funny. So when he plays a cassette tape, hopefully next chapter, we're going to know a lot more about their background and their story and stuff like that. But anyways, if you're not reading Tokyo Demon Bride, you probably would like it if you like Phantom Seer, Ghost Reaper Girl, things like that. People consider it a harem manga, but hey man, the more females the better. That raccoon dog or whatever, the Baku Danaku Yashiko, whatever, that was an interesting character, but hey. Myaako is my favorite character, but I like the new character they just introduced. I always thought Sally was cool in Black Clover. She's one of my top 10 favorites. One of my favorite characters in Fire Force is the blonde girl with the crown over her thing that acts like really weird like that. So yeah, basically, you know, Tokyo Demon Bride is my favorite Shonen Jump manga right now. Black Clover is good, but that's on hiatus, and Ghost Reaper Girl is too. But anyways, thanks, and take care. Manaka, Keroru, and the girl who will have a name eventually. My favorite is Myaako. I've used some of these people's names in the zone I'm working on, so thanks, and take care.